Another big season, or I'm sorry,
Not
series.
really big, but...
Not big, but a series finale this week was Life on Mars. And the real question was, we knew they were going to go away from what they did in the British original, which is where it turned out he was in the present day and he was in a coma and it was all sort of in his head. And he woke up and then he had to figure out how to get back. And that was the finale of the British one. So they said they weren't going to do a finale similar to that. And they really went real literal on that title there. The show's called Life on Mars, and it turns out he's an astronaut on his way to Mars in 2035. Like, who saw that coming?
Not me.
And apparently these little robots are in his head, and they're supposed to make him think it's a certain year, but they malfunction and make him think it's the 70s. And so, I mean, that was just a big surprise, I guess, to everybody. So I just thought we needed to touch on that one and mention that one for a second, because whether you like the show or know about the show or not, that's one of the more creative ways to get around a show like that.
Well, I think a lot of people, I was reading a lot of comments there saying that it was a perfectly fine way to end a show that's only been on one season.
Right.
But if you would have invested 6 years in a show like that, then you would have been pissed.
Like, what the hell?
Yeah.
He's in Mars.
Yeah, so I think I can understand that. Switching gears
completely. Entertainment Weekly came out with a list this week of the top 20 best heroes and best villains, and I mean these lists are controversial and causing no end of arguments.
Yeah, especially between us.
Right. So why don't you take care of the villains list?
Okay, so we won't go through all 20. We'll just highlight some of them. We got Gordon Gekko from Wall Street, Hans Gruber from Die Hard, the lady from Misery, Snow White's Queen, J.R. Ewing, the lady from Basic Instinct, Mr. Burns, the Joker, Hannibal Lecter, Darth Vader, and the Wicked Witch of the West.
Right. So out of all those lists, like when you're hearing him listing off those names, you really don't think the Wicked Witch of the West is going to be number one.
And she's number one.
Over Darth Vader and Hannibal Lecter.
And I don't know why Hannibal Lecter's not number one, because, like, I think, Darth Vader...
He eats people!
Yeah, Darth Vader was a good guy. He sort of got manipulated. And
he had a whole arc, so we saw what took him from good to bad.
He was manipulated into being a bad guy.
Right,
the power, corrupted him. But Hannibal Lecter's just plain evil.
Yeah.
He was never manipulated. He was never, he's just evil.
He hunts people down and he eats them.
Yeah, like the Joker. Evil.
Yeah.
No way around that.
And here's the thing about the Wicked Witch of the West. If you've read the books or you've seen the musical Wicked, she has a whole backstory too that makes her like Darth Vader, where she, she's not really that evil. So
yeah, so the way they did that, I mean, there's just a lot on that list, like Snow White's Queen and the guy from The Shining.
I think they were just trying to be a little too hip.
Yeah, because you're missing like Jason Voorhees, Freddy Krueger,
which are real villains.
Ben from Lost.
Yeah.
Like, who is a manipulative little bastard,
yeah.
And then you put J.R. Ewing instead of him, so it's like...
And just for a second, Glenn Close from Fatal Attraction is number 19, but Sharon Stone from Basic Instinct is number 7.
Yeah.
There wouldn't even have been a Sharon Stone in Basic Instinct without Glenn Close, so I don't know why that...
They should have deducted points for the Basic Instinct for that sequel they made.
Right,
and they should have deducted about 50 points.
And then she would have fell off the list.
Yeah, she's like number 87 on the list or something.
But enough about the villains. Yes. The heroes is where the real controversy is.
Yes. Well, let's just start. We'll do the top 5, and then we'll talk about them. Top 5, Ellen Ripley, which I kind of agree with.
Sure, she's kick-ass.
Harry Potter, number 4. Superman, number 3, which I guess kind of fits. Indiana Jones, number 2, and James Bond is number 1, which... I have a problem with calling heroes the people that are doing their jobs.
James Bond is a spy.
James Bond is doing his job.
It is his job to go out and save the world from bad guys who want to blow it up.
Yeah. John McClane doing his job. Dirty Harry doing his job. Atticus Finch doing his job.
Indiana Jones, by the way, I mean, is he heroic? Yes, but
he's kind of greedy too, because he's
doing all this. He's an archaeologist and he's chasing these things down to take them to museums, which undoubtedly give him money for his discoveries. So, is he keeping these things out of, is he keeping the Ark away from the Nazis? Yes, but at the same time, he has his own motives. So,
Yeah, and
You
another, like, Sydney Bristow from Alias, you could say, oh, she's just doing her job, but really she's doing more than her job, because anyone would just say, I'm quitting this darn job.
Right.
But she's like, I have to take these people down because they're going to ruin the world, because that's a hero.
Let's talk about
The big controversy.
The big controversy of this list. So you got Superman at number 3, Spider-Man at number 10. So so they do have the requisite superheroes on there. Batman, probably the biggest superhero right now because Dark Knight put him back out there in front of everybody. Batman number 18. Number 17?
Nancy Drew.
What the hell, Entertainment Weekly?
Yeah. And we were listening to Kevin Bean yesterday, and they had a guy from Entertainment Weekly, and he was trying to, rationalize this list, and
Right.
There's no rationalizing it.
I think the question they asked, which was a great question, if the world's gonna end or your life is on the line, or who are you going to call? It's not gonna be Nancy Drew.
No.
You're calling Batman.
Or Superman.
You're calling Jack Bauer.
Yeah, James Bond.
Yeah, you're
Sidney
calling
Bristow,
Han Solo.
Kirk.
Yeah. So you're not calling Nancy Drew.
Or Atticus Finch.
So, right, if I'm on trial, I'm not going to call Atticus Finch. I'm calling Johnny Cochran, really.
Yeah.
Well,
it's because Atticus Finch is dead, but
so the hero list, just Batman at number 18.
it kind of sours the whole thing.
It really makes the rest of the list completely non-credible.
Well, it's true. So we'll probably come up with our own lists. So check out our blog in the future. We'll have we'll collaborate on a better list.
A better list.
Yes, and we'll have a great, maybe even top 5 of each one. So take a look at that.
So next, I guess we're gonna get into what is the biggest part of my weekend. I am so excited! I can't wait.
Can't hide it.
Wrestlemania 25.
Woo!
It's on Sunday. It starts at 4. Call your local pay-per-view provider.
How much is it?
It is. Oh, it's not cheap. It's $54.95.
What the heck? Oh my God! I remember when it was like $30.
Yeah. The pay-per-views have gone up and
Wow.
up. So even like the regular pay-per-views are not cheap anymore. I've stopped ordering. I think I order about 2 a year, and I used to order them all, but. I pretty much just ordered these two, and WrestleMania is one of them. WrestleMania 25. It's in Texas. I think it's in Houston at the big, dome, so it's going to be real big. We, for fun, filled out some brackets. Do we have them here?
No, we don't.
Well, we're so prepared.
Yes. But what are you going to do?
But
I remember mine.
We filled out brackets about
Much
what
in the
was
vein
going to
of
happen.
March Madness.
Right, because I'm the WrestleMania expert, and Tim stopped watching a while ago, so he has sort of a passing knowledge.
Yeah.
So we thought we'd see who would have the better list. So the main event, Triple H, Randy Orton.
Randy Orton.
And I picked Triple H. The triple threat match between Big Show, Edge, and John Cena.
The good guy's got to win one of them, John Cena.
And I believe I picked Edge.
Yes, you did.
Let's see. There's the Shawn Michaels versus The Undertaker.
Undertaker's going to win.
And I also picked The Undertaker.
Yeah.
There's a big tag team match, The Miz and John Morrison versus Carlito and Primo.
I picked the guy from the real world because he's the only one I remember.
He is from the real world,
Yeah.
The Miz.
Yeah.
And I picked him and John Morrison as well. The 25 Diva Battle Royal.
Yeah, I picked, I went through and I just, selfishly looked at who was the prettiest. And then I had to, go away from that and pick someone who I just thought would win. I picked Mickie James.
And I picked Gail Kim.
Okay.
JBL versus Rey Mysterio.
I picked JBL because he's from Texas.
And I believe I picked Rey Mysterio. So a couple of these, were gonna just be right up against each other.
Mm-hmm.
And Chris Jericho versus the Legends.
Obvious he's gonna lose.
Yeah, Ricky the Dragon Steamboat, Jimmy Superfly Snuka, Rowdy Roddy Piper in 2009.
Yeah, and Mickey Rourke.
And Mickey Rourke at ringside,
Yeah.
probably.
And then the Money in the Bank.
Money in the Bank ladder match.
I think we both picked the same person.
I picked Christian.
Yep, I did too.
Okay.
So check out next week. We'll have bragging rights. Either I'll be crying in the corner, or I will be making Stephanie be crying in the corner. So check it out.
Yeah.